because usually I'm in like this isolated corner where no one talks to me, no one sees what I'm doing, which is why people don't think I do shit. But
May not be wrong.
Senior engineers.
What it records.
I'm nervous.
I'm
Palms are
not nervous.
sweating.
I've never been nervous in my life ever. Let me just share this ping pong video now. Oh, wait, not this one. Are you nice at ping pong? Oh,
No, I actually got my ankles broken in ping pong. Like I've gotten my ankles broken twice in my life. One was an actual basketball move where I couldn't control my body. I just fell to the ground. It was like supernatural shit.
But you had the ball?
No. I was defending, and my ankles were just taken. Like it's one thing to like stumble in basketball, like someone crossed you up, like you know how like I crossed you up or you or Justin. But when I was playing against, Mark Sunga,
Of course, yeah.
He did like the simplest move, and I just fell. Like I couldn't control it at all. Like I couldn't recover or do anything. I just fell.
Dude.
And in ping pong, like the guy hit it, and I guess I misdirected my body, and I caved in, I fell, and I hit this like vent, and I dented it.
Oh, but you didn't hit the ping pong. Oh, you're just a heavy man. You're just a heavy man.
No, yeah, I fell so heavily.
That's terrible. That's pretty
fucking crazy.
You probably should keep the ping pong paddle out of your hands.
Bro's nervous.
Oh shit. Dude, speaking of ping pong, me and one full-time and 2 interns at the office have been playing ping pong like religiously at lunch because we have a ping pong table.
They all Asian?
No, one was Native American, the other 2 are white. We're
Native American.
Yes. We have been playing. We've been logging like 3 hours a week, just ripping ping pong. But I still have not had my ankles broken, and hopefully we'll never have that happen.
I don't think it's a regular occurrence for people's ankles to be broken at ping pong. So.
On a ping pong table. Well, now it's something I hope I can do to somebody else. I'll put that on my bucket.
Yeah,
I didn't even think
it's definitely a bucket list.
Kept you.
Hey, so this one's an interesting one. So I'm at the lowest level. I'm like a project engineer, and there's senior project engineer, then there's assistant project manager, then there's project manager, right? So 4 levels above me. The senior project engineer, he's gone for the whole week. So I went over and took his desk because it was a bigger desk than mine. And it's kind of in the viewpoint of people who come in from the entrance of our trailer. So my boss always walks by me. So he walked by me so much today, and he'd always like stop and talk to me way more. Because usually I'm in like this isolated corner where no one talks to me, no one sees what I'm doing, which is why people don't think I do shit. But
may not be wrong.
Senior engineers, the 8 p.m. left a little early. So he left probably at like 4:30 or 5. And then at like 5, like 10, I was getting ready to leave. And then my boss comes over and just starts like venting about random shit. Like the stuff that I'm not even involved in. And I was like, I didn't know what to say.
like family stuff?
No, not family. It was work stuff. It was just like some stuff I'm not involved in, you know?
How do you those are the most difficult conversations to disengage with. Because one, I'm on the way to do something. Shut up, man. But if it's somebody you're not super comfortable with, you got to be super gentle. You got to lay them down. You got to lay it onto them that you're trying to move on to something very gently. Whereas if it's somebody you're comfortable with, you're like, hey, man, shut up. I'm leaving. Or you're holding me up, which you totally cannot do, especially to your boss.
Yeah.
I had super similar issue the other day when I was leaving. I forget what I was on the way to do. And my boss, who normally doesn't talk to me for most of the day, he's basically the Grinch.
Quiet guy?
Say that again?
He's a quiet guy?
It's not that he's quiet. So I guess he's kind of quiet, but he just doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's more of a grouch than somebody to be like, oh, he's kind of shy. Like, no, this dude just hates talking to people, which is not what you want in a boss at all. And so you go like 8-9 hours throughout the day hardly talking to him. And so the last thing you expect is for him to come over to you especially in the last 5 minutes when you're starting to pack up and close everything up. And then all I'm thinking about is what I'm going to go do, how this guy's holding me up. And the longer I wait, all I'm thinking about is that I'm about to go sit in traffic, dude. And the last thing, and you're just holding me up and you got to say, you might rip through a couple. That's interesting, man. Or that's super cool. But like, dude, I like that a lot. Just
a couple lines,
just the one-liners
yeah.
like, oh, he's actually not that interested, or he doesn't think that's interesting.
Yes. So they could kind of get the hint that you're trying to get out of there.
Yeah, and there's actually two people I work with like that. And like my boss is normally not like that, but we have another guy in our engineering department who man, this dude will talk for half an hour about random shit that completely like he'll topic hop and will just not stop talking and never gets those hints either.
Like engineering topics?
No.
Like work topics or just like
anything from
these
work,
are what the Vikings would use when they would
he does
like plumage or village or some shit.
Literally anything
Pillage.
From football to family to video games to news stuff to people we work with, people he's worked with before, to the point where sometimes I've had to end the conversation like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. He's just like, that's too much information. I'm like, I know, dude, you were talking forever. And so that, man, nothing kills a mood more like that. I can think of a few other things, but that sucks at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely when you're trying to leave. I mean, work is work. Like you do spend most of your time there, but it is still work.
I will say it can be nice because sometimes I'll be that guy. I'll start a conversation with somebody.
Oh yeah.
Just because I don't want to do work. And I'm like, I'm going to go talk to somebody because I don't want to do work. But you're never like, I'm going to go talk to somebody because I don't want to leave work yet.
No, that's 100% correct. You just talk to them to procrastinate. And like, obviously you're somewhat friends with most of your coworkers.
Dude, most of them.
All the engineers and
the project
people closer. Yeah, all the project engineers, senior PEs.
Dude, it really grinds my gears that you guys call yourselves engineers, man. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, when I applied for project engineer, I really thought I was gonna like use my EIT or like the shit that I learned in college, bro. But no, we just make other people do it, which is fine by me because I'm probably getting paid more than engineers, bro. I am.
You guys definitely work, but you guys have to work hard. But I was in the same boat. I was like, that's fucking engineer in the name. You must crunch a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you do crunch some numbers, but
cost-wise, bro, you do.
Yeah. You just care about that dollar, the money. Dude, if you had some of the people in my office trying to communicate with some of those people on site or trying to get them to do anything, like they'd start fights every day. They would start. Yeah. Some of them are horrible at talking to people.
No, I think we're pretty tight. Like we have our own group chat.
Mm.
We
Dude, you can't
talk a lot of shit, bro.
You can't relate.
I can't relate with
what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I'm saying you can't relate to mine.
But I can relate with all my coworkers.
That's good.
Which is awesome. That's the one huge plus of being on a
that's
hard
something
project.
that they don't talk about that I feel like is more important than like that
what you're
doing. Equally as important as what the shit you're doing on a day-to-day basis is like, are you going to be in an environment where you can feel comfortable talking to your coworkers or feel comfortable talking shit or like shooting the shit? Because if you go too long without like telling somebody they're stupid or being like, dude,
yeah, you're gonna explode.
You're gonna go insane.
You're like, oh, I have to be so politically correct and not say the word stupid. like we all say we say the word fuck. Like,
but yeah, transitioning from an environment like you're talking about, where you have group chats, you talk to shoot the shit with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
To now in my department, I work with two people who are like my grandparents. Like, dude, I was sitting in the car on the way. Like, I was riding with one of my coworkers who is a senior engineer to a job site, to a hospital. Actually, he designed it, and there's no music playing. And I'm like, hey, Robbie's like, Robbie, do you listen to any music by chance? He's like, yeah, listen to mostly Christian music. And I was like, damn it. Another thing that just completely, dude, never in my life Can I? Well, I like.
Is he married and has kids at
Yeah,
24?
dude. He's like almost 60, I think.
He's almost 60.
Yeah, he's old. And then the other dude is like 62 or something. Like, dude, these guys are just
Well,
waiting out Social Security, man. Or
yeah,
whatever the fuck. Yeah. And so
yeah,
like
the pension shit.
it's so fun. And meanwhile, I'm at the polar opposite. Like they're like if there was like an arc of the timeline of your life, like these dudes are like clocking out in not too long. And
Yeah,
I'm like just starting this stuff, which is
yeah.
it's tough to see, man. Like, dude, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be listening to Christian music. Like, what the hell happens to somebody that turns them into that? You must be
I
going
bet
through
they
some,
were absolute animals, bro. They were
dude.
definitely animals when they're like 20s, 30s.
Dude, just
Guaranteed.
absolutely tearing shit up, just tearing
Yeah, absolutely degenerate.
coming into work completely hungover, and just starting fights at bars, dude. That would be maybe I should talk to him about that. But then, dude, then it could be even more insult to injury if I'm like, hey, what were you? Where'd you go to college? Oh, he went to Oklahoma University actually. So we went to a decently sized university.
Yeah.
But what would suck even more is if like, dude, what'd you do when you were like my age? It's like I actually was still listening to Christian music.
Yeah, then that's where you tap out, bro.
Yeah, that's just like, all right, this is a completely lost cause. Oh shit. But I feel like I interrupted you talking about your project team because you said you have 30 people, so you have group chats, and you guys shoot the shit. What else?
We
What?
do. We we go out on a lot of fun events.
Because dude, you were telling me you guys used to throw the football, or like you would just straight up throw. Oh, you told me you had Nerf guns in the office. Like, dude,
Yeah, we
that
still
would
do. Yeah.
you still do?
Yeah, sometimes when people are feeling a little frisky and people aren't coming to meetings, they'll just start shooting people with like the higher ups on the job site will just start pulling out these guns, and all of a sudden you just hear like little balls hitting different walls and you're like, oh fuck, we're about to
Oh,
get shot up.
are they the Nerf guns that shoot like the
It's the
foam
ones with the
balls?
little balls, yeah.
Those ones are no joke. Those ones are like,
Yeah, they're like
dude, that would
gets you to meetings. And everyone's in a lighter mood and usually happens on like Fridays.
that's fair. Yeah, the lighter mood's a big thing because sometimes I mean, you can only be totally serious for so long.
Yeah, you definitely need that. And I think that's kind of the trade-off that it is with the more serious jobs. I feel like being a PE on a construction site, it's not that like sure it's serious, but it's not that serious, you know? Like your work matters and like your work is necessary, but your work still gets checked by so many people, especially in like an Oshpod, Southern California hospital
Hold on.
for
What is Oshpod?
Oshpod or Hakai. It's like the
Is that your client?
health. No, Oshpod is the office wide health state something.
Oh, it's
I don't even know, bro.
like a
Yeah, it's an acronym for like the the health body organization that governs all hospitals and like
okay.
it's like the state official for hospitals.
Okay.
And they set a very high standard for Southern California, for Californian hospitals. That's why California is known for their healthcare. So there's so many of these like a bunch of our ACDs have to go through. Well, all ACDs have to go through OSHPOD. So we have to add like 4 or 5 weeks of time in the schedule to get those ACDs back.
What are ACDs? Are something architectural?
Amended construction documents.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much every material change that we have on our job site has to go through OSPOD, which means we have to add 4 to 5 weeks after we figure it out on the field and figure it out design wise and collaborated and coordinated with everyone. Then we have to send it to OSPOD, wait 4 to 5 weeks, get it back, and then put it on the field. And then by that time, we already forgot how to do it. Then we have to re-coordinate. So that's why
So
OSPOD hospitals
Oshpod's
suck.
taking their sweet ass time.
Oh yeah, they definitely like they're clocking in at 8, starting work at 10, and like they're zoned out at 1, like straight like the office vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Like Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley, bro.
Oh shit. Um, yeah, I had a presentation I attended by this guy who, or you've got to be familiar with the NFPA codes,
Hmm.
National Fire Protection Act. So there's
Yep.
a lot of those codes govern hospitals and what how you design them. So if they catch on fire, all these motherfuckers are gonna be safe. We had a
Yep.
guy who was in charge of ensuring all tenant improvements that were happening at these hospitals in the valley met NFPA codes. And he
Uh-huh.
told me this fact that was bewildering. It's the most regulated industry in the world, along with in the United States alone, is nuclear power, which makes sense. Like you make one
I'd
oopsie,
hope so, bro.
and then fuck, you can't live there for as long as humans have been around. But behind that is healthcare. Like hospitals, or yeah, healthcare in general is regulated more than like air travel, fireworks, guns, cars. Healthcare is above all those things.
Yeah.
So you guys probably have so many. And dude, I'm
Especially in California,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. And
It's like
California is
the
on the top.
national plus the state, and the state of California is
Dude,
like
California has
absolutely
their
like,
own plumbing code, their own pipe. So like, there's
damn.
plumbing code and
You
piping
know
code.
a lot about shit, bro.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do the dirty work.
Somebody has to know about this shit.
Mike Rowe inspired me. Those dirtiest jobs, dude. I was like, fuck. That guy was cool as hell. I want to be like that guy. Oh shit. But yeah, California, god damn, they're particular as hell with everything. They don't make it easy, but they've got a lot of
Mm-mm.
people to make happy. They have to make a lot of people happy. Do you know the population of the state of California off the top of your head?
33.4 million.
Is that right? Is that
No, I don't know what the
because
fuck it
the
is, bro.
last time I checked, I
That's
think it was
definitely
like
low.
35 million people or 35 or 40 million people. And there's only like
Probably 43 now.
there's like 7 million in the state of Arizona. I looked up Kansas, it was like 2.3 million. You could fit like fucking what is that?
17 Kansases.
And like
Kansas,
quick math
Kansai, Kansai.
in California, which is ridiculous. There's a lot of people there. You're still in school, still learning, you're still getting educated.
Still learning. Dude, it's so awkward being in school. Like, even though I'm probably the same age as some of the seniors, like, I'll go into the gym and see just like a bunch of freshmen who are like super small, like stature wise, like height wise, and they just look like little kids. I'm like, I should not be
Self-conscious
here.
about everything, being like, it was still
Dude. And then especially like if it's like freshman girls who look super young, and I just feel like I should not be here. You know? Like, as
this
bad as that
feels
sounds, bro. Like,
this feels illegal.
yeah.
Dude, well, think about when we were in school, like even from freshman to senior year, there were some guys who were a lot older than us. And by a lot older, I think maybe like late 20s, almost 30. Like there was do you remember that really big guy who was, I don't remember if he was in the Marines and then came to college to be, I don't know how. I think he was on the lifting squad. Like he was the dude that some people thought was on
Oh
steroids.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Russian guy, the dude who looked Russian,
What was
or
his
or
name?
was it?
No, he was a
Which
white
it
guy
was
with really
Derek. There was two
short.
Derek's. There were two
It was one
Derek's.
of the Derricks. Yes.
So there's one dude who had like the hair like this, and then there's one like regular looking dude, but was just like he looked like Thanos.
Yeah, and I think it was that guy, and he was older. He was a lot older.
Yeah,
And-
I think he went to like the army or something.
yeah. I wonder how those dudes felt. Or I wonder if they, because there was.
I don't think they gave a fuck, dude.
I think that's probably the correct attitude to have. I feel like.
No, both of them like hit on or dated some of my friends who are like my age. So like they didn't care, bro.
That's true. I mean, you have to respect it. You have to respect it.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody, if yeah, that's the
Somebody's
thing.
got to
Younger
do it,
guys,
bro.
what?
Yeah, if it's not them, bro, it's someone else.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like if
At
you're
least they were fit, right?
if you're older like that, like that's one thing. Like, I mean, dude, nothing can put ants in your pants worse than the thought of talking to a girl when you're younger or when you're like self-conscious and shit. That can be the most scary thing ever.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean self-conscious? Self-conscious of what?
Just like yourself, how you look. What does my voice sound like? Does my breath smell bad? Is my face dirty? Did I fucking get food on my face? And when
You
you're
just talk to her, bro, and if she's not feeling you, then say, "Hi, I'll get another bitch, bro."
That's what I'm saying. But with those young, with the competition that the older dudes were dealing with, dude, it was like fishing with dynamite, probably. Because all this scrawny little freshmen they were talking about, they're afraid, dude. They're afraid. Most of them.
Oh, I feel you. I feel you. So you're saying like it was just like easy pickings for them at the gym because first they were fucking dominating the gym because
They were just
they
mogging.
look like fucking Thanos and they're
Yeah, they were
mobbing.
just
Yeah,
bigger
they're
than
like
everybody else.
widespread type shit. And then their competition were just like these tiny ass kids who look like they barely got out of high school and
And
aren't
really
mentally mature yet.
haven't been through the ringer of life like those guys have. Like the dude who was
Yeah.
in the Marines, like, dude, I was fucking fighting for my life. What have you done? Been through geometry with a different like like you're not gonna be able to
Played some COD.
yeah. You played video games of what I did in real life.
Yeah.
Um this other recording figured out, but do you wanna record like what 20 more minutes or something? Or
Yeah, let's do it.
what are you thinking? Um Yo, do you want to talk about fucking like choosing a college or what kind of topic you think?
Hmm.
So that was another topic I thought of, or
How about early 20s? What's your experience like from when we graduate? 22.
21, 21. Just
All
like
right. From ages. Okay, we could do like ages 20 to 23 because you're 23 now, right?
yeah. What are you?
Bro didn't even know his freaking age.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. After you get out of college, after all those little book endings, quit. Because like in college, man, you've got tests or like there's a bunch of time stamped events that happen. I feel like you get connected to what's going on a lot better. And then once you get out of it and there's a lot more repetition, I guess, for lack of a better term, at least in my job right now, dude, so much repetition, like a lot of the similar stuff, getting better at like one thing, like becoming a guy that like if somebody has an issue with what you're good with, you can tackle that shit. That's what your job is as like an engineering consultant. But before that, you're for an hour you're learning about thermodynamics, or another hour you'll
Yeah.
learn about religion, and another hour you're going to go to the gym and maybe talk to some hot chicks, maybe play some basketball,
Yeah.
get crossed up by your buddy, and then you're
Yeah.
going to go eat food. Like, dude, there's so much stuff you can do. So early 20s has been an absolute like roller coaster of.
Yeah. Start from 20 because then from 20 you turn 21. 21's a big age in
Are
the
you
in the
sure? I thought you
States.
go to 22 and then back to 21.
What the
Of course you go to 21 after
No,
20.
like from 20 to 21, that's a big thing
Yeah.
because it's the States. Then from 21 to like 23 is when you graduate college and you're just thrust into real life.
Yeah. Thrust into the
And
postgraduate
no one like talks about
grinder.
that like
Yeah.
little 3 years of your life where people expect you to know everything. Well, you literally become like you go from being like top dog almost, not like the top dog in college, but like respected and you have a big network in college already. Like you're chilling as a senior. You're loving life. At least in our experiences, right? And then you just like fucking drop off to the bottom of the barrel at some random ass company.
Dude, it's like, dude, have you ever seen those videos of when they put a fish into a pond? Or like, have you seen the videos where they take a fish and put it in this like tube, like a cannon tube that shoots it into a lake? And I was thinking of an analogy, like in college, you're in this small pond. It's not small, like as a bunch of people, but you've like been there for a while. You got a lot of friends, like you said, you have a network, and you're super
Yeah.
comfortable with all the currents, all the seasons and the freezing cycles of the water. And then
Mm-hmm.
after you graduate college, bro, you get shot off in your little fish tube slide into this enormous ocean, which is all the motherfuckers who graduated college. And that's the
you're
only
not special.
Yeah, you're not special, motherfucker. That's a dude, and it is a test. It is definitely a test, but it's also fun because it's like, oh wait, there's very obviously you have the expectations that you put on yourself as far as what you want yourself to be and what you think, what you know you're capable of, and trying to reach those your full potential. But it's also like when you have time, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. If you want to spend a Saturday watching or Sunday, excuse me, watching football from, for me, Andy, 10 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. for 10 hours straight, nobody's going to stop you from doing that but you.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday's aggressive, but it can be done and it has been done. Especially
Definitely has been.
It has been done. Nobody's going to stop you but you. And so that's when you really become your own boss, I feel like. But that shit's hard. That shit is hard because like you said,
not on the weekdays though.
That yeah, then you get that harsh reality that like, oh, you're going to be somebody's bitch. You're going to be
for 5 days a week.
But you get paid for it. At least you do get paid.
But to what extent would you get paid to be someone's bitch, bro?
Dude, bro, and that's the thing. Like, unfortunately,
that's a big thing.
That is a big thing, and that's something that I never even thought to think about in college. They never like figure out what your time's worth was something that nobody ever talked to me about, because time's all you have. Everybody is, you can't buy back time, so you always want to make sure you use the time you've got to the maximum potential of what you think you can use that time to. But nobody's like, all right, you're going to be basically required, unless you want to be a homeless bum walking around naked and grilling some fucking chicken on the sidewalk.
Some random ass shit. Yeah.
Oh, I saw. That's another topic.
What'd you see?
Bro, the other day when I was not the other day, this was probably the second to last time I was in LA. It's not the most recent one, the one before that. So it had been a year ago. I was driving on the highway north of LAX it was Lincoln, driving on Lincoln. On the underpass, there was a dude butt ass naked tending to his grill.
Nice.
Like they have set up. They had a grill. They had a propane grill at their little camp, I guess. And I was like, wow. I wonder what the
Hey, that could be a vibe though.
That's what
like if you're just sick of society, bro, and you just say, fuck it, I don't care about anyone or anything. I'm gonna get a grill, just be hung every day, bro. Absolutely butt ass naked.
I'm gonna be tan. I'm gonna have the same tan everywhere on my body.
Everywhere.
I'm no longer gonna have tan lines.
Yeah, someone comes at me, that's cool. I'm homeless. What else could you do to me?
I have nothing to lose. You can't.
But isn't that also crazy that
that's an option?
Yeah, that's an
that is technically
college,
an option. Bro. Nobody ever talks about that, but if you really wanted to, that is an option.
Yeah, you could go for it.
I saw one in Cameron that had a basketball hoop set up, like
that sounds pretty. Like, I mean, you don't need much in life, bro. Ball's life.
You got your grilled chicken. You could upgrade that to much better grilled food, and then you can go play basketball right after. Yeah. And if you're in California, the weather is pretty damn nice year round.
And you're not paying rent. Like, fuck. Dude.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That transition from in school, which was like, I think I was 22 for the tail end of senior year is how it worked out. Paying for a lot of shit. Now this may be different depending on who you are. I was fortunate enough to not have to pay for my education, but food and where I was living, that was the same. But then after you get out of school, it's everything. And you like, when you get paid, you're like, I'm gonna have X amount of money every year, bro. Large portion straight to taxes. Another portion straight to rent, straight to Uncle utilities. Sam, straight to Uncle Sam. That motherfucker, he's always gonna be there in your pocket unless you figure out some loophole, which they'll catch you. But if you find it, let me know. Another portion.
That's what we're working towards.
Yes, exactly. As Matt hits the double bicep. So we can just train our guns all day long. Another portion straight to living costs, living expenses, which depending on where you live can be, I mean, usually wherever you're living, your pay is somewhat related to the living costs of where you're at. So it's going to be a decent portion. Then food is expensive if you want to feed yourself well. And then outside of it, then you get what's left over. But and then even in there, you have to
It's
save
not
some
much,
for
bro.
retirement. You got to save if you want to save for any venture, or save for a trip you're doing, or like when you get older, saving for a goddamn wedding ring. Somebody was telling me that they were saving like
Dude,
10 or 50, like, oh my god. They said the general accepted consensus is that it's like three of your paychecks is what you should spend on your spouse's wedding ring. Have you heard anything like that?
never looked into it.
Bro, I was like,
Don't
what
need
the
to.
fuck are you? Yeah, no. I don't want to do that. I'll make a paper mache ring, and
Yeah, it means the same thing to me.
I'll be like, babe, I made this out of my own. There's so much love in this. And then, dude, the list goes on and on and on about what your money goes to, and they don't tell
Yeah,
you.
and then you end up with like nothing. But in college, I was like, yo, can't wait to get out of college, make some money, start buying properties within like a few months because I'm gonna get paid like close to six figures. Like, there's no way I don't get a property within like 6 months. Here I am, a year and a half, still saving for my first property, bro.
You gotta always stay ambitious. You gotta stay
Oh
ambitious.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I remember that when you. I mean, I'm assuming your plan is still the same, but it's just
Still
pushed,
the same.
just yeah,
Just
delayed.
schedule durations have lengthened
And
significantly.
it happens because I mean, we've got a lot of time. We do have a lot of time, but you don't want
We
to
are freaking young in the real world.
very young. And that's like, dude, I'm working with people that are more than double my age. Like they're practically dinosaurs, dude. Like these.
Yeah. And we're gonna be dinosaurs too, bro.
Oh my god, I know. It'll be a while. It'll be a while.
Yeah, whenever I go to college now, I feel old as fuck. But then obviously in the workforce, I'm young as fuck. But I hate feeling old as fuck.
Dude,
Like, I'll go play pickup, and then people will introduce themselves to me. They'd be like, "Oh, yo, you a sophomore? Are you a freshman?" I'd be like, "Nah, I'm a grad student."
bro, that's gotta be crushing.
And
That's
it's
gotta be
it's crushing, dude, because they're like, "Oh, you're a grad student," and it's like, I feel like they just think,
where's your
why is this kid
walker? Where's
playing
your
with?
fucking walker, buddy? Like they think so
Yeah, like, why is this kid playing with us? We're like freshmen. It's
oh,
creepy. That's what I feel like.
dude,
Even though
that's
I look probably younger than them.
yeah, you do. You don't, yeah, there's definitely some aspects to you that makes you look pretty young. And that's, dude, for me, it would be like thinking, like, if somebody told me they were a sophomore, I'd be like, damn, what was I doing when I was a sophomore? What was I doing? Like, dude, not having a care in the goddamn world,
Jeez.
not having a care in the goddamn world. But at the time, like you
It
said,
was stressful. It was stressful at the time, bro.
they
Never
always,
know how good you have it.
no. And that's what they get you with. They always, because it's all about like how you perceive what you're doing at the time, and your mind is pretty good at making yourself stressed out about it, even though in the grand scheme of things it's like, man, you do
It's
not,
it's not shit.
no, you're gonna have, it's like you're gonna have way more shit to worry about in like 5 years. Just give it 5 years.
Yeah, bro, college, like, if we knew what we knew today and we could go back in time to college, bro, college would be so much fun.
It's so much fun. And it definitely wouldn't be like, oh, I wouldn't care about my classes at all. I would just realize where those or like what it translates to when you get out of school. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy at work. His name's Dylan, the guy I play ping pong with, and is Native American. And he was considering just not even going to college after school because he doesn't agree with the idea that undergraduate education is basically like a prerequisite to employment, which is
Yeah,
like
it's pretty stupid.
it's pretty dumb. Like, dude, he was like, I don't think I needed to go to college for 4 years to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm like, I honestly agree. It's unfortunate, but for the most part, dude, you learn what you need to know at whatever job you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean, I think if I was able to go back, I probably would have paid more attention to what really piqued my interest in college. So then I could do something that I like really enjoyed. Cause for the most part, I was
100%.
super worried about like the GPA, what grades you're getting, what kind of grades you're getting, because that's what they stress. They want you to have good grades so you can put that on your resume, make sure you're involved in extracurriculars, but pay more attention to like what extracurriculars are really fun to you, what classes you really enjoy, like which professor made you really interested in a topic, and then maybe you can find
and pursue it more
exactly
further.
Yeah, and then make a career out of it, because you know what they say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I don't love what I do right now. So I'm working
No,
5 days a week, motherfucker. Five days a week.
But then comes again, we have like the opportunity of like the ages right now with the internet. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want with the internet and then quit your day job and then actually do what you love for money that would sustain you.
Exactly. And then if you're doing what you love,
then you're not working anymore.
You don't have to do your day job, bro. I've never done anything in my life for like 40 to 50 hours a week. I've never done one thing for that long, and now I'm doing it for work. If I put that much time into golfing, dude, I would be on the PGA Tour. I swear to God.
No, honestly, yeah.
Or like, dude, and that's another thing that I didn't realize. You don't even have a concept of doing one thing for 40 hours a week. 40 to 50 every week, but that is rough.
You only had 2 girlfriends?
No, I've only had 2 relationships.
Oh, 1 year anniversary.
Gone to the year mark. This is my 3rd like proper girlfriend.
So you've only had 2 girlfriends, or proper girlfriends?
I mean, yeah, like one of them was in high school, carried over to college, and one was just in college. But I don't like. There were some silly relationships in high school, but this is my 3rd. I mean, dude, some people don't. Some people like, yeah. How many have you had?
What are we talking about?
Girlfriends, relationships. Yeah. You're like, oh, I've had 3 at one time.
I had 1 in high school. Pretty sure I asked her to be my girlfriend. And like actual relationships, I've had either like 2 or 4 more after that. 2 or 3 more. It's one of those. So probably a total of 3 or 4.
That's fair.
Like proper girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're fun. Both are fun. There's pros and cons of having a girlfriend, not having.
There's definitely pros and cons, and I think we stand on different sides there.
I've done both. I don't really have this girlfriend for 2 months. For 2 months, I definitely enjoy. I've been single for longer than I've had a girlfriend out of college. Both's fun. Both is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Both suck at times for sure. But
I'm kind of loving like not really having a girlfriend.
Dude, that's got to be nice with the goddamn time constraints of your job too, though. I mean, at that
point, my life, bro.
Yeah, at that point, it's definitely because
like girls they're just not worth my time right now.
That's fair. And when nothing, I mean, this is something that's consistent with everything in life. Like it's what you put into it is usually what you get out of it. So if you don't have time, if you have time,
and you don't put anything into girls right now.
Yeah, if you don't have time, have a girlfriend, but you have one, like, dude, that shit's gonna suck. That's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck for both of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're saying like it can suck if you're single and you're not putting.
No. It would suck for like if you were in a relationship with like huge time constraints. Like it sucked for like me and the girl. Because obviously she'll feel neglected.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, both parties.
And I'll just feel like shit, like that I'm making her feel like it's neglected. But in reality, I just don't have time.
Yeah, but they don't see it like that. Just like forgetting the anniversary, just a harmless mistake like that. No, that was fucked up. Oh shit. All right, wait.